Hey guys, the Explorer of Horror here, the Horror Boy. Welcome back. And today I want to do this video because I have done multiple videos showing you guys my horror collection. And I did a live stream, did a more up close and personal video, the phone, where I showed you guys every movie up close. Then I did a video old school way back where I showed off it in front of a camera. And I never got a chance to show you guys my non-horror collection. There's also a VHS collection video out there somewhere. I found a part of it. And I could upload that part, but at the same time, there's no other parts that I found yet. So one day I'll do a video talking about the VHS collection and stuff like that. But as far as right now goes, excuse me. As far as right now goes, I want to do this video to show you guys my non-horror collection. Not nearly as big as my horror collection, but pretty decent sized non-horror collection. And I wanted to show you guys it. Never done a video where I showed my non-horror collection, so I figured why not. Also, I'll touch on these movies, but I'm going to kind of skim through. I don't want this video to be an hour long, so some of these movies, maybe one day I'll do more in-depth thoughts on, but I'm just going to kind of skim through, show you guys my collection. I just don't feel like making an hour-long video of this. I'm just going to be like, here's the movie, here's what I think, on to the next one, that type of thing. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. Let's begin. My non-horror collection, my complete non-horror collection. I'll start off with VHS tapes. Don't really have many VHS tapes, but these are the ones I do own. Have this really cool King Kong Classic Series VHS tape. I have no clue how old this is. Doesn't really say. I don't even know if it's a rare VHS tape. It's very old. It says here, it doesn't even say on the tape how old it is. It's like a 70s tape. Yeah, like maybe a 70s, 1970s. Old school VHS tape of the classic King Kong, which I do have a VHS player, so one day I do want to watch this on VHS. There's something about VHS that I just love, but yeah, King Kong, never seen it. Then this is probably when we start getting into my wrestling collection. I have a couple of pay-per-views and stuff here. I have this Austin 316 Uncensored, which I don't think you're ever going to see WWE do something like this ever again. Mainly because this is a TVMA tape, and really they don't go TVMA at all usually. So it's really weird seeing this. I don't think WWE would do anything like that ever again because it's very real and raw VHS. Then I have WWF Unforgiven, which I've watched, and pretty good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. Got Unforgiven. Then we got WWF Judgment Day. Another good pay-per-view. I don't think I finished this one though, but so far it is a good pay-per-view. Okay, so that's the end of the VHS tapes. I told you guys I didn't have many VHS tapes. Now we're going to be getting to the DVDs of wrestling that I own. So we've got, these are some gifts from John. Most of these are from John. I really appreciate these gifts. He gave me Triple H, The King of Kings documentary, which I still haven't checked out yet, but one day I will. He also gave me the John Cena Experience, another one I want to check out one day. And for those of you that are wondering my thoughts on WWE, I like the old stuff, but WWE nowadays I don't really watch too much anymore. That's why I don't really do pay-per-view reviews. I used to do pay-per-view reviews with my friend Colton, but I don't really watch WWE anymore, so I can't really review the stuff if I'm not watching it. But yeah, I'm not really just watching WWE anymore. But I also do have Hulk Hogan, The Ultimate Anthology, which is a really nice collection of his matches, some of his best matches. Goes to the 80s. Then the second disc is like late 80s, early 90s. Third disc is like late 90s to like the mid 2000s. Then the fourth disc is a bonus disc with features and extra matches. Pretty cool collection video. I know Hulk Hogan is a very controversial figure nowadays, but like I do with most things, I separate the personal stuff with the entertainment stuff. I mean, I just like watching his matches as the wrestler Hulk Hogan. But I know he's a very controversial figure nowadays, but do have that Hulk Hogan. Then I do have this one WrestleMania DVD, and that's WrestleMania 20, because this is my favorite WrestleMania. And this is a DVD that's packed with features. You've got a 3-disc set, so it's literally packed with features. This is my favorite WrestleMania. Love this WrestleMania. Got WrestleMania 20. Now we're going to be getting to the regular movies, like the regular Blu-rays, DVDs, box sets. So the first thing we have up is a DVD of RoboCop, which I'll be trading in someday because I actually upgraded recently to RoboCop on Blu-ray. This is the trilogy set, which has RoboCop 1, RoboCop 2, then I have also RoboCop 3, all on Blu-ray. So I'll be trading in that old RoboCop DVD soon, but yeah, RoboCop on Blu-ray, triple feature set. This is going to be my Batman collection on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff like that, so let's get into it. Not a very massive one. I know there's a lot more movies out there, but these are just the ones that I own. I have the Adam West Batman TV show box set. Haven't finished it yet. I'm still on season 1, but I'm loving it so far. Great show. Very, very great show. Then I have Tim Burton's Batman on Blu-ray. Probably my favorite Batman movie so far. It's hard because it's either this or The Dark Knight. They're both great movies. But Batman 1989, which is a classic movie. I love Batman 89, so I have that on Blu-ray. Then I have a singular DVD of Batman Returns. And then recently I got this because it's a very cheap box set of the first 4. Mainly because I haven't seen Batman and Robin and Batman Forever in a while, but I have a 4-pack for that. Then I have Batman Begins on Blu-ray. I actually really love Batman Begins. It's a great movie. So I have Batman Begins, of course, Dark Knight on Blu-ray, which, quick fact, never seen this movie in Blu-ray, so whenever I do watch it in Blu-ray, I'm curious about how it changes. I've only seen it on DVD, so yeah. Dark Knight on Blu-ray. Dark Knight Rises. Probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but still a pretty great movie. Still really enjoy that one. These are some animated movies that I have. I've got Batman Triple Pack. Comes with Batman Gotham Knight, Batman Year One, and Batman Under the Red Hood. Gotham Knight I didn't see yet. Year One was really good, and Batman Under the Red Hood is still my favorite Batman animated movie to this day. Then I have another one, which they all look the same on the inside. I mean, same even down to the artwork on the disc, they all look the same. But I do have this one, which has the 2 parts to Batman Dark Knight Returns, which is my second favorite Batman movie, is Dark Knight Returns. Then Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which is another one of my favorites. Great movie. Then this is the last one that I have, this triple feature, which has Batman Beyond the movie, which is really... Batman Beyond the movie is the pilot episode of Batman Beyond, and they pretty much just put it into a movie. And then which is really cool because it does work well as a film. Then you have Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, which is a really decent movie. Then you have Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, which is pretty interesting as well. I really enjoyed that one. Okay, now we're going to be getting to the other stack, which has got a mixture of different movies on it. We've got The Terminator with Schwarzenegger. Gotta love Terminator, man. Classic. I actually will be doing a video discussing this in T2 very soon, so give you guys a little bit of a heads up for that. We got Terminator. Then, of course, if I have Terminator, gotta have T2. Love T2. This is the last Terminator movie that I actually own, though. I did have Terminator 3 and 4 on DVD, but I actually ended up getting rid of them because, really, honestly, the first two are the ones I enjoy watching the most. So, it's the perfect story. With this franchise, the first two, it's just a perfect story, so I keep these two. Terminator 3 is still a good movie, though. Terminator 3 isn't bad at all. Then we have Superbad, which is a pretty good documentary. Pretty good comedy. I enjoy that movie. This is a gift from my friend John. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Another Kubrick film which I haven't seen yet. I want to one day, though. Then we have probably my favorite Western. People wonder if I watch Westerns. Not a whole lot, but this one's my favorite, Lonesome Dove. It's always been one that, you know, growing up, my dad, me, and my grandpa would all just sit around and watch this movie all day. I really enjoy this movie. This is my favorite Western movie so far. But then again, I haven't seen, like, Tombstone, so I haven't seen that one yet, so maybe Tombstone would be better, but actually, I don't know why, I just love Lonesome Dove. I really do. I mean, you've got Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, Danny Glover, Diane Lane, Robert Urch, Frederick Forrest, Rick Schroeder, Angelica Houston. Okay. Then we've got, yeah, Lonesome Dove. Great movie. Then I have some Tarantino movies right here. Kill Bill Volume 1. What more can I say about Kill Bill Volume 1? Great movie. This one, I don't understand the hate for. I love Kill Bill Volume 2. It's just as iconic. It's a great follow-up. This is one of the Tarantino movies that kind of gets, you know, not really said to be a bad movie. Kind of got forgotten, but I love Kill Bill Volume 2. A great movie. Then we have some X-Men movies, which have X-Men, which is a pretty good little movie. I like X-Men, the first one. Then we have my favorite, which is, well, it's either this or the third one, which was my favorite, but we have X2, X-Men United. Another one of those great movies. X2 is a great sequel. Wonderful follow-up. We have X2. Then we have, speaking of Tombstone, we have Tombstone right here. Haven't seen it yet. Then I also have Watchmen. Haven't seen it yet. Then we have a random ass Pirates of the Caribbean sequel. This is Dead Man's Chest. Probably because it's my personal favorite Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I just really love this movie. It's a great film. This one I also had in my horror collection. It's weird because it's such a dark movie. It could be a horror film at times, but it's also an action, thriller, drama. It could be anything, really. No Country for Old Men. Great film. And of course, you gotta have The Godfather. I mean, that's an essential to your collection. The Godfather is a masterpiece. Then I have Sin City. Never seen it. One day I will. Then we have The Town, which never seen. Then we get to probably one of my favorite franchises out there, the Rocky films. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, two masterpieces. Rocky 3 and Rocky 4, two very fun movies. I really love these movies. Rocky 5, which is underrated. I enjoy Rocky 5. Rocky Balboa, up there with the first two, man. This is my third favorite Rocky. This is a great film, Rocky Balboa. Great movie. Creed, which, after rewatching this movie, I'll be honest, it hasn't really aged that great. It's a very meh movie for me. Very meh, Creed. Then we have my Rambo collection, which I can show you guys the DVDs real quick. I have First Blood and Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and Rambo from 2008. Now, I'll be trading these in soon because, like RoboCop, I upgraded to Blu-ray to these movies, mainly because the Blu-rays were dirt cheap, $5 for these Blu-rays a piece. So we got First Blood on Blu-ray, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and Rambo 4. So those are the Blu-rays I've upgraded to. Now we're going to be getting into some more, I got a Superman collection here. Superman 5 movie collection. Great pack. I still have to watch these movies. I haven't seen them yet, but Superman 1, then you got Superman 2, then Superman 3. Then unfortunately the only one I have seen all the way through is Superman 4 and Superman Returns. So yeah, it's a Superman collection. Another great deal on this, $10. Can't pass that up. Then I have Sonic the Hedgehog on Blu-ray, which is a Blu-ray DVD digital set, but it also comes with a cool comic book. So yeah, I got Sonic the Hedgehog on Blu-ray. This is my Star Wars collection, which I did a video discussing the prequels and discussing the original trilogy, but these are my ones I own. I own this thing because I thought it was a documentary, but actually it's a really stupid thing. All it is it goes over the origin story of Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker. And if you've seen the movies, you don't need that, so it's a really pointless thing. That's basically like if you didn't watch the movies, it would give you a recap of the storyline. It's a really stupid thing. But I have Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. One of my personal favorite Star Wars movies. I love Phantom Menace. Great movie. Then we have Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Meh. Very meh kind of movie. Not great, not terrible. Kind of an movie. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I love Revenge of the Sith. It's one of my favorite ones in the series. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is great. This is such a great movie. Episode 3. Then I have the box set, the old box set for the trilogy set, which I do like that. It's pretty cool. I will say, they did a good job on the artwork for this. A lot of great artwork. Like you have right there, Millennium Falcon. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Just so cool. They put a lot of effort into this stuff. And designing these DVDs and stuff. You have Episode 4, A New Hope, which has pretty cool artwork. The original poster right there. Then you've got Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. One of the greatest sequels ever made. Then you have my personal favorite Star Wars movie, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, which is a badass movie. I love Episode 6. Then you have the real bonus disc, this, which is, it goes in depth. I mean, it's like a 3 or 4 hour long documentary about every film. Like, it goes over the first movie, before the first movie, in between the sequels, kind of what happened in between making the sequels. The sequels has trailers, has featurettes, behind the scenes, posters. I mean, it's endless. This is the perfect thing. The perfect bonus disc. Just absolutely loaded with special features. So that's Star Wars, my Star Wars collection. I don't own any of the new ones because I can't find them for a decent price, and I'm not going to spend $30 on a DVD or Blu-ray to own the new ones because they're not really worth that. But I also have the Dirty Harry collection. Still haven't seen any of these ones yet. One of my favorite movies of all time, The Wizard of Oz. Rewatched it on Blu-ray, looked beautiful. Just love this movie, man. Such a magical film. Such a landmark in filmmaking. I mean, you gotta love The Wizard of Oz. Great film. So yeah, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Then we got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, 4K. Which surprised me. I was like, wow, 4K Blu-ray for Ghostbusters 1 and 2. You even have a really cool opening statement from Ivan Reitman. Then you have just a really cool idea of having a booklet in here, which has some great artwork. And I can't show like every single page, but if you go through it, there's just certain pages with artwork and stuff like that. Just really, really cool. Then of course, you've got the Blu-ray discs right there, which it really surprises me that they have Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. Especially Ghostbusters 2. Like, Ghostbusters 2 is one of the most underrated sequels of all time. Then I have this. Only because it was cheap. $1. And yes, I seen it. Garbage. Garbage. Then we have a really dark documentary called The Bridge. I did watch this movie. Very, very dark documentary, but very interesting at the same time. The Bridge. Then I have Kick-Ass, which is great. Love that movie. A random Mothra versus Godzilla, which was a gift. So I got Mothra versus Godzilla. Never seen it. The Spider-Man collection has Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Spider-Man Homecoming. So yeah, Spider-Man collection. Then we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I will admit this, Fellowship of the Ring is an amazing film. It's a favorite of mine. Not a big fan of Two Towers, and I didn't even see this one yet, so yeah, that's my quick thoughts on those movies. And this is the last stack. Right here is the last stack of movies. We've got The Hangover, which is a classic comedy. Hangover Part 2, which I really enjoy. Ready Player One, which is one of my favorite Spielberg movies. Then we've got Walk the Line, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Witherspoon. Then we got Elf, starring Will Ferrell. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, starring Gene Wilder. Masterpiece. The one 007 movie I own, GoldenEye. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really, I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. GoldenEye was, I respect it. It was well made. I really do, but maybe I'm just not a 007 guy. Then we've got The Fast and the Furious. Rest in peace to Paul Walker. This was back when Fast and the Furious was actually about racing, whereas now it's about just action. This was back when they were actually racing, like, there was actually racing going on, but yeah, Fast and the Furious, favorite of mine. I have a Blu-ray of Fast 5, which is a gift. Fast 5. Where the Wild Things Are. I don't know why, but it's always been one of my favorite films. Where the Wild Things Are. Mortal Kombat. Love the first one. The second one's a really big mess. It's We've got Mortal Kombat. Then I have Lethal Weapon, which I haven't seen yet. I just have this massive pile of movies on my floor. Like, this is crazy. Then we have Beowulf, which is a pretty good little movie. Then I also do have... I'll show these ones too. I also have Ninja Assassin. Badass movie. Love that film. Crank, which I haven't seen yet. Then I have Inglourious Bastards, one of my favorite Tarantino movies of all time. Of course, you gotta have Jurassic Park. I like the sequels as well, but I love Jurassic Park 1. One of my favorite films to watch growing up was The Matrix. Love The Matrix. Darkman. Great movie. Great underrated Sam Raimi movie. Love Darkman. The decent sequel, Darkman 2, Return of the Durant. It's a decent sequel. Jarhead. One of my favorite war movies out there. Very, very underrated is Jarhead. Then the last DVD I'm going to show you guys is the last one. Austin Powers 3-film collection. I love all 3 movies. You've got the first 2, which are classics. Then you have the third one, which I really enjoy as well. So yeah, Austin Powers. Alright guys, I have a massive mess to clean up, so I'm going to go ahead and head out. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts on my collection in the video and in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for tuning in. This has been all my non-horror collection. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. The Explorer 4 is out. I'll see you guys later. Peace.